Hi, a quick recap of some of the questions that prompted our conversations yesterday during our Be a Better Ally workshop, and a reminder that you can actually find the link to all of these questions and more resources in our slides. So that's the link to all of our questions, the link to our definitions, our different faces of allyship is here, and then lastly, the tools. If you're curious about what other groups we're looking at, that link is there. So moving forward, of course, now we're looking to take action, and you are invited to offer something for our 5-week newsletter that we hope to share with international school educators around the world. So this is just a list to get you started thinking. Again, your contribution to the newsletter should not take you more than 30 minutes. Please feel free to simply take a look at one of the recommended tools or a tool that you come across and write briefly or record yourself in video or audio in just a few minutes explaining why that tool is important or why you would recommend it to your team or to a colleague or perhaps to the parent community that you work directly with. Again, the contribution does not need to be a lengthy essay. Some of you were talking about this idea that you would like to rethink perhaps part of your curriculum. So maybe even what you could share is the 5 questions that you know that you need to consider before you begin that process. We're looking for resources that are going to help people do the work of being better allies. And again, we do have signups here. You can see we still have a few open slots, and I would invite you to consider doing this with a partner or with a group. Please do sign up, offer your contribution, or if you know of someone who wasn't at the workshop but you know that they have something to contribute to the newsletter, please go ahead and share this link with them and ask them to sign up to offer something for our 5-week newsletter effort. I also just want to point out, if you're on Twitter, checking out the hashtag LGBTEd. As I have a quick scroll through there, this gives me daily resources and continues to allow me to practice. Again, our definition for allyship mentions the idea that you practice this every day. I will also point out on Twitter, and I will make sure to include the link in the blog post, I have put together a list. I love the list feature on Twitter. This is my list of people who, again, I think help us, or help me at least, be a better ally. So quick scroll through those resources. So you might just want to start following some of the accounts on that list. I'd also, again, recommend that. Twitter is an amazing tool for allies. So if you need help getting started with Twitter, please just let myself or your other digital literacy coach know, and we are happy to help. If you're already using it, this is a great opportunity to diversify your feed and to invite different types of voices into the sphere of your social media. The last thing that I'll mention on that note is if you are on Instagram, I love to check out hashtag queer books. This is where I get great resources for different types of stories. So again, hashtag queer books on Instagram is a great place to go. Thanks to everybody who gave up their time. I really appreciate your efforts.